All right, let's get to our second video. We're going to be looking at perpendicular lines now. So same process. We're going to graph and we're going to take a look at the equations of the lines. So I'm going to graph line B. I'm going to go to the right 4, and I'm not going up or down because my y is 0. Then I'm going to plot 6, 5. Oops, I did not go to the right 4. I have to go to the right 4 and 0 right here. The next one is 6 and then up 5. All right, so now I'm going to graph this line here. And I'm going to find the slope of the line I just graphed. I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to the right 2. So I went up for both of them. My equation is going to be y equals 5 over 2x. And I think I'm going to have to follow that path to find my y-intercept. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 2, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 2. My line was way off by drawing, I figured. So it would be y equals 5 over 2x minus 10. All right, remember, if I'm ever going too fast in the video, you can always pause it. So the next one, I'm graphing 0, 2. I don't go up or I don't go left or right at all. I just go up to 2. And then the second ordered pair is 2, negative 1. And now I'm going to draw my line. And I'm going to find the slope of my line. I go down 1, 2, 3, and over 2. And I went down, so it's y equals negative 3 over 2x. And this time the y-intercept is way easier right here. It's right at 2. All right, last one. Let's graph h. Negative 3 and up 6. And then negative 6, so to the left 6 and up 5. Draw my line. That time I know I hit that y-intercept. And find the slope. I'm going up 1 and to the right 3. So I had y equals 1/3 x, and it went through 7. All right, so if you look at all of the lines that we just created, we created perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines means that these lines meet at a 90-degree angle. Right here, these all make 90 degrees. So they're not just crossing like this with a big angle and a little angle. They're crossing and making 90-degree angles. And now we should look at their slopes to try to figure out if there's anything that we see that we would be able to tell if two lines are perpendicular. So this one has a slope of negative 2 over 5, and the other one has 5 over 2. The next slope is 2 over 3 and negative 3 over 2. That's from this middle one. And then the last one had negative 3 and 1/3. So if you look at these lines, or these slopes, I should say, do you notice there's a 2 here and a 2 here, a 5 here and a 5 here? Here we have a 3 and a 3. Here we have a 2 and a 2. So looking at these examples, you should notice that these numbers are just the reciprocals of each other. So the fractions are the reciprocals, they're flipped, and then you will always have one that's positive, this is the negative one that's negative, and one that's positive. One that's positive, one that's negative. And down here, this one really does follow the same pattern because we would put 3 over 1, and we'll see there's a 1 here. And then there is a 3 and a 3, and one of our slopes is negative and one slope is positive. So what do we notice about the lines? They are perpendicular. That's for number 1. You can write that in there. For number 2, what do we notice about the slopes? They are negative reciprocals is what we are calling these. Negative reciprocals. I think I've got that spelled right. And what do we notice about their y-intercepts? They can be anything. They actually could have the same y-intercept. That would just be where they are crossing. So the general statement we can make is that perpendicular lines, same thing right here, they have negative reciprocals. So let's say I had a slope of 2/10. The reciprocal, or the perpendicular slope, would be negative 10 over 2. If I had a slope of 5, the perpendicular one would be negative 1 over 5. And we'll go over this in the next videos as well. All right, thanks for listening.